happy people? Today I'm going to be talking to y'all about the new LEGO Harry Potter set, the Burrow Collector's Edition. This set is 2,405 pieces and retails for $259.99 USD. I do have an affiliate link that I dropped in the description of this video for you to purchase this LEGO set from the LEGO website. Please check it out if you'd like to support my channel. This is definitely one of my favorite LEGO sets that I've built this year so far. Now I won't go too much into this, but at the time of its release, this LEGO set came with a gift with purchase of Borgin & Burkes, with a minimum purchase of $130 on Harry Potter sets. It creatively provides continuity to the scene from the Chamber of Secrets where Harry takes a wrong turn inside the Floo network and ends up at Borgin & Burkes instead of Diagon Alley. Thanks so much to the LEGO group for sending these sets over to me for review. As always, all thoughts and opinions are my own. And while I have you here, please give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. I'm sure many of y'all watching know that this is the third iteration of the Weasley home, the Burrow, in LEGO form. The first of which was released in 2010 with 504 pieces and 6 minifigures, the second of which released 10 years later in 2020 with 1,015 parts and 8 minifigures. It's like they're doubling in size almost parts-wise. Now I don't have either of those two sets to compare them to. However, I can tell you right off the bat that the 2010 version was like never in my sights, mainly because of how old it was, but also it was just kind of missing that janky, crooked house feeling, which, you know, is likely due to the limitations of LEGO at the time. I was pretty close to buying the 2020 version Burrow actually earlier this year, like a sealed set, but then I heard a rumor, and so I decided to hold off on that purchase. This LEGO set comes with 3 instruction booklets. The first 2 instruction booklets are for the front of the house, and then the third instruction booklet is for the back of the house. Nothing really special on the covers of the instruction booklets, it's all just the front of the Burrow. But as always with these larger 18+ sets, I do appreciate the care that goes into the instruction booklets. They give you a little bit of a blurb about the Burrow, about the designer, George Gilead, and the graphic designer, Peter. I'm not going to try to say your last name, I'm sorry, Peter. And a quick walk through all the previous Burrows, even the one from the 2022 advent calendar. We'll get into the LEGO set in a bit, but for now let's take a look at this whopping 10 minifigure lineup, because for the first time ever, we get all 9 Weasleys in one LEGO set. Even their owl, Errol. Then of course there's Harry, so let's start there. It's also worth noting any of the repeat characters here are entirely different prints. Another new Harry Potter minifigure here with a red striped top from his first visit to the Weasleys, and his second face depicts fireplace soot and broken glasses from his mishap during his first trip via the Floo network. Next up, here's Ron Weasley with a red checkered top, also accurate to the scene in Chamber of Secrets, which is Harry's first visit to the Burrow. His second face depicts the usual frightened expression. Fred and George here now wearing these green squiggly striped vests, and I gotta be honest, I have no idea which is which, but I can tell you the only difference between the two is their face prints. So they both get 2 face prints, but they're different from each other. Honestly, they're all wearing the exact outfits that they were seen wearing when Harry visits the Burrow for the first time, so I think that's a really cool callback. Ginny, Mummy Where's My Jumper Weasley, seen here with her blue robe, which is also from that same scene in Chamber of Secrets. I think they did a really great job with his torso, actually. And then this is her second face print, which I think very accurately depicts her horror when Harry is standing there while she's standing there in her robes. Our first Percy Weasley minifigure to come in an official LEGO set. Yes, I am aware there is one other Percy minifigure, however, he did not come in a LEGO set. He's seen here wearing his light blue pajamas. Honestly, this Percy looks way too cool in minifigure form to be Percy, but maybe I'm just salty because I never liked him. Arthur Weasley seen here in a sand green jacket, and he comes with a hat as well if you want to put that on. The standout minifigure in this LEGO set is right here, Molly Weasley, in the best minifigure we have seen of her to date. She has a sand green dress with printed legs, the only minifigure in this set with printed legs, pink sleeves, and the sleeves are printed to show the colorful pattern, and honestly, why haven't they done this before to Molly Weasley? This just makes so much more sense because her outfits are always so colorful, floral, and whimsical. Anyways, turn her face around if you'd like to recreate the "Where have you been?" scene. Lastly, we have Charlie and Bill Weasley, which are characters we have never seen before in minifigure form. Charlie actually never appears in the film. He's only seen in one photo of the Weasleys on their Egypt vacation, which is in the beginning of Prisoner of Azkaban. But he is the brother who lives in Romania and works with dragons, hence why he's holding a dragon egg. He's giving some serious Mary from Lord of the Rings vibes though. What do we think? Bill Weasley, I'm honestly surprised he didn't exist already in minifigure form, though I suppose there aren't really many LEGO sets from the Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows films, which is where we first see him. He's depicted here in an all-black outfit, a navy undershirt, a ponytail, which is a description of how he looks from the books. What's interesting is he has a regular face and then a scarred face. I wanted to give him a hairpiece that was like long hair that was loose to make it more accurate in the way we know him in the movies, but then he just ended up looking like a weird, rugged Ron. Oh, and of course, here's the family owl, Errol. Anyway, that was a lot of Weasley talk, so let's get into this magnificent build. First off, I love that for the first time ever in LEGO form, the Burrow is built out on the backside. Like, that was one of the reasons that I held off for so long on getting the retired 2020 Lego set of the Burrow is because I was like, I don't know, it just feels like something's missing. I would need to buy 2 of them because I would really want to make out the backside because I just think the Burrow is such an iconic building. And definitely another big favorite feature of mine is that you can display it open and you can see every room in here, which I think is another really incredible feature of this Lego set. There is a room for every single Weasley that lives in this house. That's a lot of Weasleys. Like, I wasn't really sure if they were gonna pull that off. I was like, sure, there's gonna be a few rooms here and there, but they really did. They even made a bathroom. A quick side note, actually, if you're pressed for space, like on the back end, you can actually take the front end apart from the back end and just display, like, it looks like really standalone even. It almost looks like just an oversized version of the 2020 Lego set. Obviously, this only works if you don't have to worry about it height-wise, which height-wise it is 18 inches or 46 centimeters tall. The inside of the Burrow is packed with a kitchen, dining room, fireplace, 5 bedrooms, a bathroom, and dozens of tiny details and Easter eggs. Over on the front half of the house, on the first floor is the kitchen, and it has the self-washing sink straight out of Chamber of Secrets. The function works via pushing this Technic pin on the side. In the center of this floor is the fireplace that is connected to the flute network, and it actually has a functioning chimney. Just rotate this knob built into the structure up here and you can send Harry off to Diagonally, aka Borgin and Burke's in Nocturne Alley. On the other side of this fireplace is the self-knitting blanket, also seen in the Chamber of Secrets. Above the fireplace are some fun portraits and drawings, also the Weasley family photo from their vacation to Egypt, which is technically from The Prisoner of Azkaban. Above the fireplace, there is one of the 14 Lego tiles that are collectible throughout the Harry Potter Lego sets releasing this year and possibly next year. Above that collectible portrait is one of my favorite things ever, the bathroom. Why is it my favorite? I think it's because of the sticker with all of the family toothbrushes. So there's George, Ron, Fred and George share a cup, Percy, there's 2 empty cups for Charlie and Bill. Arthur and Molly also share a cup, and you can see that Arthur has an electric toothbrush, of course, because he loves Muggle things. And speaking of Muggle things, there is a rubber duck in the toilet. Also in the bathroom is the most blasphemous thing I have ever seen in a Lego set. The toilet paper roll is facing the wrong way. It goes over, not under. I'm going to have a serious conversation with a Lego designer. Right behind the bathroom is Ginny's bedroom. So she is the one with this teal window on the outside. If you remove Ron's bedroom from the top side, you have easy access into Ginny's room. Inside Ginny's room, she has Holyhead Harpy's bed sheets, Gwennick Jones and the Weird Sisters posters, and a copy of the Daily Prophet with the boy who lived on the cover, probably because of her secret crush on Harry. Above Ginny's room is Ron's bedroom, which can also be easily accessed by removing this part of the roof. He has the Chudley Cannon's sheets and posters in his room. Funnily enough, right outside Ron's room is this little area with a spider in it. Poor Ron. Moving on over to the back half of the house, the top room is Percy Weasley's. He has Gryffindor bed sheets. There's also a prefect badge just sitting there on his desk. Underneath his room is Mr. and Mrs. Weasley's bedroom. So they have a double bed and it's taking up most of the space in there. I really love the technique used to make the bed like lay crooked on here. I love this sticker here for their bed, which is W for Weasley. And are those supposed to be weasels? Because that is awesome. Underneath their bedroom, slightly larger, is the twins' room. So Fred and George's room is down here. It's a little larger because it is taking up 2 bed spaces, and you can see that there's actually some prototypes for some Wizards Weasley products, and there's even a board back there. And I can see an extendable ear, fizzing Whizbees. I don't know, just a bunch of Wizard Weasley stuff. The bottom floor is the dining area, and you can actually seat all of the Weasleys here and Harry from the Chamber of Secrets breakfast scene. I love that so much. There's strawberries and bread on the table. We can see the Weasley family clock, and you can spin it via this gear that's located on the outside of the house. There's another collectible portrait in the center of the dining room, but most of all, there is a whole lot of love. I can't forget to show you, actually, this is the first thing that you build, the pigsty outside of the Weasley home. And it's kind of funny because I remember thinking, wow, why are there pigs outside of their house? And then when I was watching Chamber of Secrets while I built this set, that's the first thing you see when the gang drives up into the Burrow is a view from like the window above the pig pen. Doing just a quick 360 view of this, you can see just how like charming this Lego set is. I really do think that this is going to be one of the top Lego sets that released this year. And I know that it's competing with a lot for that title. For example, the D&D Lego set, Barad-dûr, possibly whatever else is coming out the rest of the year. It is only September. But I can honestly say that the value is here, especially if you're a big fan of Lego Harry Potter, this is going to look great on the displays. Many are going to argue why we needed a third Burrow. Personally, because I wasn't collecting Lego at the time that the previous two came out, this is amazing because I now get to have this in my collection. I'm curious to know if you guys picked this Lego setup, if you're thinking of picking it up, or if you're gonna wait for a sale. I feel like that's the norm these days. Most Lego sets will eventually go on a sale, or you can wait for double points. I will always be the person to recommend that you let your dollar go further. So if you can wait for a sale, or if you can wait for double points, that'd be a way to go. If you've stuck around this long, please hit the thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you here. Okay, bye!